back at it. Be more me. Let me meditate on that for a moment. All right. You may remember me from one video that I made a year ago. I've been taking a sabbatical to focus on my watercolor, but I'm back here because we just got a bass in that is cooler than Miles Davis practicing the Lydian scale in an igloo. What's up, Wildwoodians? This is Trevor, the resident purveyor of the low end on the Wildwood staff. I'm super excited to be in the Wildwood lair because we're doing something we've never done before. This is a thin skin bass, everybody. Look at that. There was a reason we didn't call it the American vintage bass, because it's not really vintage. It's something entirely new, but it's still a thin skin. It's got the same satin nitrocellulose lacquer as our roasted ash strats that we did recently. So it's still nice and resonant like all of our other thin skins. It's the wood breathes just like on a 50s Fender, but it's not really supposed to look like a 50s Fender. It has a 60s inspired C neck profile. It's got a roasted ash body and a roasted maple neck. And it also comes with a modern PJ pickup configuration, which is really awesome and versatile. Probably one of my favorite basses that have come through the doors of Wildwood since I started working here, and that's because it really gives you everything that you need and nothing that you don't. It's the sort of bass that, you know, I could take to a gig or a session or a jam and get every sound that I need out of it. And it's still really easy to use. It's also really, really dependable, and it's extremely comfortable to play, which are all the things that I look for. I'm a working musician. I'm out gigging a lot around Denver, playing, 2, 3, 4-hour gigs in bars or long recording sessions. And I need a bass that can kind of do it all without killing my back or my budget. And that's what I believe this thin skin is. And I also think it looks really cool too. One of my favorite guitar players, Paul Westerberg, said that playing guitar is 20% the notes you're playing and 80% whether or not your shoes match your shirt. So looks are important, and this guy has a really cool, rustic, kind of simple, natural look to it. The roasting process brings out a lot of the cool characteristics of the grain on the ash, and it's just really a beautiful instrument, and it's also has supreme functionality. When you roast a piece of wood, it's going to suck all the moisture out of it and generally make it lighter. If you're playing long gigs, even a pound, 3/4 of a pound, half a pound is going to make a big difference for your back muscles. But beyond that, it tends to impart a bit of a woody, sort of warm, vintage character to the sound of the instrument that I find tremendously inspiring personally. I grew up, listening to Motown and 70s rock, and that's totally got that woody kind of old school vibe to it. And this bass cops that quite nicely, although it can do a wide variety of modern sounds as well. It comes equipped with a custom shop precision bass pickup inspired by the sounds of the 60s and a 60s custom shop jazz bass single coil, which I believe we took on recommendation from a couple of the builders at the Fender custom shop. They have that configuration in their own basses. So we figured, well, those guys know better than us, so we stole their idea. So the reason I love this bass the way the Edge loves his delay pedal, the way that Macaroni loves cheese, is because it's such an incredible value. Like, I view instruments as tools. They're beautiful tools, certainly, but they're ultimately something I use to get the job done. And this will do just about any job that I ask it to do. The playability is on par with the experience of playing a custom shop bass. The hand feel and ergonomics are incredible. I can cop all of the sounds that I need with the electronics, and they will, in each sort of sound is a shining example of that particular timbre. The P-bass pickup sounds amazing. The J-bass pickup sounds amazing. It's super light. It's almost as if this bass was built specifically for me, a working musician. I'm Trevor Vader, and this is the American Thin Skin Roasted Telecaster bass.